The following are nutrition recommendations for people living with diabetes. Have 45 to 75 grams of carbohydrates per meal. Aim for 25 to 50 grams of fiber per day. Have a maximum of 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. Opt for monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, and cook using basic unprocessed foods. To help implement these recommendations, look for integral flours or whole grain flours as the first ingredients for products you will find at the bakery section. Integral flours could be listed as integral whole wheat, kamut, spelt, whole flour with germ, sprouted flour, stone milled whole flour, oat, rye, millet, sorghum, brown rice flours, legume flours such as soy, chickpea, and yellow pea, buckwheat, quinoa, amaranth, and chia flour. Whole grain flours could be listed as whole wheat, whole kamut, whole spelt, and whole barley. When it comes to nutritional fibers, opt for the following fiber sources. Fibers found naturally in integral or whole grain flours, wheat bran, oat bran, and psyllium, flax seeds, chia seeds, and sunflower seeds. Other added fibers have limited physiological effect and are not as beneficial to our health as those naturally present in whole foods. You could use the following selection criteria to help you choose crackers. Look for whole grain flour or integral flour as the first ingredient on the list of ingredients. For a 20-gram serving, look for 2 grams or more of dietary fiber, no saturated fat, and 140 milligrams or less of sodium. Let's take a look at a few examples. For this first example, we have wheat flour as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. This isn't a whole grain flour. For an 18-gram serving, we have 1 gram of dietary fiber, 1.5 grams of saturated fat, and 150 milligrams of sodium. This product doesn't follow the selection criteria. For the next product, we see that the first ingredient is wheat flour. This isn't a whole grain flour. Looking at the serving size of 19 grams, we see that it contains 1 gram of fiber, 1 gram of saturated fat, and 180 milligrams of sodium. This product doesn't follow the selection criteria. For the next product, we have whole grain wheat as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. For a 20-gram serving, we have 2 grams of dietary fiber, 0.3 grams of saturated fat, and 115 milligrams of sodium. Despite having 0.3 grams of saturated fat, this product does follow the selection criteria. For the next product, we have wheat flour as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. This isn't a whole grain flour. For a 20-gram serving, we see that the product contains 0 grams of fiber, 1 gram of saturated fat, and 200 milligrams of sodium. This product doesn't follow the selection criteria. For the last example, we have whole grain rye flour as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. For a 21-gram serving, we have 4 grams of fiber, 0.1 grams of saturated fat, and 25 milligrams of sodium. Despite having 0.1 grams of saturated fat, this product does follow the selection criteria. When choosing your crackers at the grocery store, be sure to always check the list of ingredients and the nutrition facts table. We're here in the bakery section to look at the selection criteria to help choose bread. Look for a bread with whole grain or integral flour as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. For a 2-slice serving size, look for 3 grams or more of dietary fiber and 325 milligrams or less of sodium. Let's take a look at a few examples. For the first example, we have enriched wheat flour as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. This isn't a whole grain flour. For a 2-slice serving size, we have 2 grams of fiber and 400 milligrams of sodium. This bread doesn't follow the selection criteria. For the next example, we have whole grain, whole wheat flour, including the germ, as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. This is a whole grain flour. For a 2-slice serving size, we have 6 grams of fiber and 290 milligrams of sodium. This bread does follow the selection criteria. For the next bread, we have organic whole grain whole wheat flour, including the germ. This is a whole grain flour. For a 2-slice serving size, we have 8 grams of fiber and 320 milligrams of sodium. So this bread does follow the selection criteria. And for the last example, we have whole grain whole wheat flour as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. For a 2-slice serving size, we have 4 grams of fiber and 150 milligrams of sodium. So this bread does follow the selection criteria. As you can see, many breads follow the selection criteria. It's important to look at the ingredient list and the nutrition facts table when choosing your breads. We're here in the breakfast aisle to look at the selection criteria to help you choose breakfast cereals. Look for those made from whole grains. Look for 5 grams or less of sugar per serving and 3 grams or more of dietary fiber per serving. To help meet these criteria, look for products made with just cereals. Dried fruits can contain high amounts of carbohydrates for a small volume, and although nuts contain good fats, they can be high in calories. An option would be to add the fruit and nuts yourself. To increase fiber, add a handful of high-fiber cereals to your usual favorites, and don't forget hot cereals like oatmeal and oat bran. Let's take a look at a few examples. For the first example, we have rice as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. We have 4 grams of sugar and 0 grams of fiber. This product doesn't meet the selection criteria. For the next example, we have 100% whole grain wheat as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients. We have 0 grams of sugar and 6 grams of fiber per serving. This product does meet the selection criteria. For the next example, we have wheat bran as the first ingredient in the list of ingredients, 7 grams of sugar and 12 grams of fiber. This product could be used as a high-fiber cereal to add to your usual favorite breakfast cereals. And for the last example, we have oatmeal. This product contains only one ingredient, 100% rolled oats. It contains 0 grams of sugar and 3 grams of fiber. This product meets the selection criteria. When you're in the breakfast aisle, be sure to always check the list of ingredients and the nutrition facts table. After completing this video course, you may feel that implementing these strategies will take a lot of time and effort. To be honest, at first it might take a bit more time to do your groceries. However, with practice, reading food labels will become just as natural as checking the price or expiration date of a product. Furthermore, this video course has taught you the information to look for on the labels to read food labels efficiently. For more video courses, be sure to subscribe to the Université YouTube channel. This course has been made possible with the financial support of Roche Diabetes Care, a division of Hoffmann-La Roche Limited.